You're such an asshole.
So I just did a video about how worthless and completely, I mean, not even joking, not even being slightly funny, how worthless English teachers are, English majors are to any English speaking country. And I ended up having these missed super chats. Let me explain to that what that is for you English majors who don't make any money. So apparently, for some reason, not by my own doing, just me being my own lovable self, waking up, scratching my balls, getting on here, having myself a cup of coffee, and just being me. Somehow people give me money. It's things called super chats. Now, a lot of you English majors end up becoming strippers or OnlyFans type of gals. And it's like that. I think it's kind of a parallel, except I have to work for it, apparently. Apparently not, though. I guess it's just my person. I don't know. Anyway, so they donate these super chats, and sometimes there's so many of them. And there's also like a 4-minute delay, or maybe not 4 minute, but there's a minute delay between when they do it and when it shows up on my screen. And then I'm like, oh, dang. Now I know English major slash strippers, like the guy tucks the thing into your strip thing and you're supposed to give him, I don't know, a back rub or a booby job or whatever. And you like conveniently forget, I don't do that here at Cappy Cap. No, sir. At Asshole Consulting, we leave no super chat behind. But for you male English majors or English teachers, oh yeah, you're fucked. You're just fucked. You can't shake your tush on the catwalk. I'm sorry. Let's go see what the Miss Super Chats are now, shall we? From Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent in the field. I used to tell my English teacher that I wanted to teach English with my atrocious accent, and I never finished my papers on time. Good for you. Good for you. I would love if we went back and looked at the greatest American authors or British authors. Be a long list of authors, but let's just stick with Americans because we're better. If we went back and looked at all the most famous, most successful, I bet you, and we took their average English grades, it'd be like C minus. There wouldn't be a straight A kid in there. They're just you can't be a straight A kid and be some great writer. You can't. That means you follow rules. You're not coming up with anything unique or interesting. And then I followed the rules and wrote a very nice, happy book that wasn't too offensive, wasn't too complicated, didn't delve too deeply. And it was the Book of Wenderbread. And no one bought it for some reason. And then the other one, the Y2A problem, $5. A subject about teaching writing norms while jerking off Shakespeare's rotting corpse who did nothing but violate writing norms. You know what is funny? So back in the day, I sent my first book, Behind the Housing Crash, through like 6 people. And I did one person do it first, catch all the mistakes they did. And the second, it's like filtering vodka. And I had one, well, it wasn't just her, but everybody. That's not a word because I came up with a lee, happily, swimmingly, but it was a made up word because the words I was using called for it. Now, this word didn't exist in the English language, but you knew if you read that paragraph that came before it, like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. And he had to create, like, what was it, Newton or somebody created calculus so he could figure out something. He had to create that own word because the English language is not robust enough for Cappy. Doesn't have enough words in it. He needs more. I'm so good. I'm so much better at English than the English teachers. I create my own words. It's how good I am and how shitty you are. And everyone like, that's not a word. That's not a word. I'm like, did you understand what I was trying? Did you? Well, yeah. Well, then what are you complaining about? It's not according to the rules. The rules. All right. We got a super chat for the Miss Super Chats. This is like going back to get your stripper money that you left on the thing on a day off, and then somebody else gives you money. Bob, $2. Cappy, wake up in the wrong side of bed. No, it's just this guy sent the watch the previous video. I don't know if he was being real or not. That's the thing. But he did remind me of literally a full year's worth of working that I wasted in English class, keeping a bunch of worthless people employed who benefited me not at all. And to this day, they will never be heard of. Never. No one will ever hear of these English teachers' names because they've never done anything with their lives. They never wrote any literature. They never wrote anything good. And then they'll be just gone. Like modern day journos with their 500 Twitter followers and they work at CNN. No one's going to hear or care about them. Jorge asked $5. I thought it was already curfew at that. Oh, Jorge. No, it is not curfew at the senior center. I'm not that old. I do have my pajamas on, though. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Cappy's been going to bed 10-ish, 10:30. What's with the super chat? Look, I got another one coming up. It'll be more interesting. Just hold off for the super. I'm trying to catch up. If I miss them, then I got to do another miss super chats. And it's going to, my channel just become video after video after video of miss super chats, and it won't be fun anymore. So just hold on. I do have another one because we got another report in the field from Apollo. I won't mention his last name, but he's a regular. Talking about the Christian gals. And in the meantime, just so you know, I know it says Asshole Consulting is closed unless you pay $500. I will take your dating Christian girls stories because we need to raise awareness of what's going on there. But yeah, I've been getting some good sleep, man. Some great sleep. Bob, $10. I remember when I was in college, I see several tutors to check my writing. Each of them correct one another. That's why I stopped taking English class seriously. Yep. You know what else? When you go and had your resume critiqued by HR or the career center, oh, why'd you do that? Then you go and get. I literally had both. Do I list my security work when I was in college? That's not germane to finance or anything like that. And so I put it. And the guy's like, why don't you have this listed in your work experience? I'm like, because it's not. You should put that up front. And then the HR, the career center, oh, you should put that at the bottom. And I'm like, oh, wait, you're all fucking boomers. Fuck off, every single one of you. I hope there's no one there that can wipe your ass in the retirement center. Alex Patino, $5 again. Just need some Greek and Latin and come up with a new word. Facere. That word means a bundle of sticks. Sticks starts with an F. Wait, really? I know you're following a rule. I never studied Greek or Latin, so I don't know. Alex, perhaps you studied it more. Oh, and you know what? Here, either this one or the video before, like once you get your B- from Gertrude, the English teacher, send all your English teachers my video. Both this one and the one before. Maybe I can speak the words you can't. And then they'll just call me names. What? What? I don't know what he doesn't know what difference between an adverb and an adjective. Oh no, Tilly. Yeah. I must be a real moron. You guys remember? Okay, then I'll get to the next one. Do you guys remember the journalist when the NASA engineer, the guy piloting, he wasn't an astronaut. He was down below. You know, the nerds with the white short sleeves and the ties and the thick glasses. Well, that was back in the day. He had a Hawaiian shirt made for him by a female friend that had Hawaiian girls, sexy Hawaiian girls dancing on it. And he was the guy that programmed this satellite or this spacecraft to land on an asteroid. Okay. And this 83 IQ ditz with her degree in journalism was interrogating him about the sexism of his Hawaiian shirt. And it actually made the news. That is how low level you English teachers are. You're truly fucking worthless. Now shut the fuck up and go teach some kids about whatever it is you're good at, capitalization or something. All right, more on the way. See you guys later, Toodles.